Now it's Cat who's on the offensive, hopping on one leg while he slices at the Gelf. Why are you doing that?
I don't know, call it instinct?
Call it bonkers, more like. But Zurul is clearly confused by Cat's erratic behavior, and further thrown when Cat avoids his every stroke, hopping this way and that, as if Cat knew when and where Zurul was going to strike. Finally, Cat sticks his left hand out, at the ready for no apparent purpose, while still fighting with his right. A moment or two later, in the thick of the battle, Zurul trips, and his sword goes flying straight into Cat's waiting hand. Cat pins the Gelf to the ground with the tips of 2 swords.
I can't decide. Are you Donna or Sheesh?
Meanwhile, Crichton, Rimmer and Lister have arrived and stand to one side, amazed.
Well, I'll be a galloping space elk. I'm cantering right alongside you, sir.
That's my cat, that is. Though not in the owner-pet possessive sense, mind you. Zurul squirms to get free. Cat raises his sword to strike a final blow, and then...
Wait!
Wait!
It spoke. Zurul touches his ornate belt, and all of a sudden his form is changing, from 7-foot Gelf to 5-foot Catman. Ah, Captain!
Sub-Lieutenant.
You know this guy?
He led my platoon.
Does that mean I can't kill him?
I had to adopt the morphing belt to move among the Gelfs. Otherwise, I would never have found you.
Zurul gets up, produces a key, and frees Aura from the neck chain. Cat looks on, disconsolately.
Comrade?
Comrade. They embrace, and that's when Cat throws his sword, spearing Zurul through the middle. He crumples and dies. Zurul? Steady on.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that was a gratuitous act of jealous rage.
Cat stoops in the hay around Zurul's body. He holds up a tiny razor-sharp dagger.
And what's this then? A toothpick? You want to know who betrayed your platoon? Reckon I'm standing on him.
What can I...
Hey, shut up and stick your tongue in my mouth.
He takes her in his arms, and they kiss extendedly. Meanwhile, Rimmer sneaks over and whips the Starbug keys out of Zurul's jacket. He addresses the corpse. Mind if I... No, not at all. Go right ahead. He joins Crichton and Lister, who are walking away.
Pure, unbridled instinct. Arguably superior to any meg of onboard RAM.
Oh yeah, he might be stupid, our cat, but he's not thick. Interior Starbug cockpit, later. Rimmer, Crichton and Lister at their places in the cockpit, talking on the comm to the cat, who appears on a monitor. All systems in survival pod check out, food and oxygen for 2, transferring the last coordinates of cat sighting to your Navicom now.
What about the sounds, man?
Yes, Barry White's 20 bump and grind classics already loaded in your mellow deck. Rimmer, Crichton, would you mind if Cat and I have a moment or two,
Oh, sensitivity alert. Not at all, sir. The hankies are right next to the laser missile guidance control.
Crichton and Rimmer troop out. Lister takes a deep breath. Listen, Cat. I know I didn't always treat you with the respect a proud and instinctual creature should be treated with. And, well, I'm sorry. You see, I'll miss you very much. And...
Listen, could you keep it short? Small matter of dying if me and the lady don't get busy real soon.
Aura appears on the monitor, biting Cat's ear.
What's keeping you?
Just a second, hon. Human thing.
Aura sighs and disappears. Okay, Cat. Au revoir.
Yeah, and goodbye as well.
Exterior Starbug, that same moment. An escape pod flashes off into the vast blackness of space. Interior cockpit, a little while later. Lister is staring out at space, thinking. When Rimmer pops back into the cockpit, he has a sledgehammer. Don't think anyone would mind if I knocked Cat's cabin through into mine, do you? No. Just in terms of service to Space Corps, I'm due at least 3.7 cubic meters more room. Plus, he's got a rug. Rimmer, have you ever lost a friend and thought, how could I let myself do that? I must change. From now on, I'll tell everyone I know
how much I love them.
Rimmer thinks. Can't say it's happened to me.
Listen, Rimmer.
Lister looks at him squarely.
Me and you.
There's a long pause while Lister finds out what he feels. What?
Forget it. You're the exception that proves the rule.
Suddenly, Cat pokes his head through the doorway, grinning, full of beans.
Cat, what are you doing here?
Interior midships that same moment. Lister and Rimmer come through to see Cat, just as Crichton comes through from the corridor.
Mr. Cat, you must have loved her very much, sir, to undertake such a long-term relationship.
Long-term? You've only been gone 20 minutes.
Cat nods.
Right. It was a deep thing. Committed. When I dropped her off at that planetoid, she and I swore we'd never forget each other. You know, me and what's her name?
I'm appalled. You've got the morals of a tapeworm.
Yeah, but I got the leap of a cat.
And then, suddenly the cat is gone. Blink! Vanished into thin air. Crichton and Lister and Rimmer look around, confused. Then they hear his voice.
Hey!
All look up in amazement. Cat is on the ceiling, clinging with his nails. He licks the ceiling exploratively.
Huh. When was it again we did tuna bake in the pressure cooker?